Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to do Excel chapter 1 mid-level 2 says this is the first chapter of Excel section of my IT lab course. I will do this assignment step by step and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do this assignment or if you want me to hire for your complete course including Excel assignments, Word assignments, PowerPoint assignments or Access assignments, please contact me on WhatsApp or email that is mentioned in the description of this video. My email and WhatsApp is showing at the bottom of the screen as well. You can hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, finance, information technology, computer sciences, or writing assignments, mathematics, statistics, etc. I have been doing courses for students since 2015 and you can hire me to produce a grade for you. Let's start this assignment and solve this assignment step by step. So, to solve this assignment, we will simply move to the instruction file. So, this is the instruction file and title of the assignment is EXP19 Excel chapter 1 mid-level 2 sales. So at start of the instruction you can see the project description. So please read this project description to get an idea about the assignment. But main part of the instructions or main part of the assignment is starting from step 1. We will start the assignment from step 1 and we will solve to the end, that is step number 22. This is the main part of the instruction. So step 1 of the assignment is start Excel, download and open the file named EXP19 Excel chapter 1 mid-level 2 sales. So this is the Excel file where we are supposed to apply all these instructions to get this assignment done. So you can see that I have already shown you this Excel workbook and you can download this Excel workbook from your MyITLab dashboard. This Excel workbook have two worksheets, that is household, sold and properties. So step number 1 is just about downloading the file. So we will move to step number 2 now. So step number 2 is the owners of the house on 386 East ELM Street took their house off the market. We want to delete the row since it did not sell. So basically the house 386 did not sell, so we want to remove this from the record and that is why we are supposed to delete row 8 which has incomplete sales data. So let me show you the row 8 and you can see that this has incomplete sales data. That is why we are supposed to remove this from the record. So we will simply select this row and right click on it and click delete. And you can see that row 8 has been removed from the sales data. So we have completed step number 2. Let's move to next step, that is step number 3. Step number 3 is you want to assign a property ID to each listing. The code will have the year 2021 with a sequence number. Type 2021-001 in cell A5 and use autofill to complete the series to assign a property ID to each property in the range A6 up to A12. So basically we are supposed to assign the property ID to each property and for this we will first write first property in cell A5, that is 2021-001, and then we will use a fill option to complete a series. So we will move to cell A5 and we will type 2021-001. 2021-001. So now we are supposed to complete a series to assign the property ID to each property. So select this or simply go down using fill option, and you can see that it should be fill series. So you can see 001, 002, 003 up to 008. So we have assigned the property ID to each property. So that is required in step number 3. Now we will move to next step, that is step number 4. So step number 4 is real estate agents study the number of days houses are on the market. In some cases, the longer a house is on the market, it might indicate the asking price is too high. Enter a formula in cell C5 that calculates the number of days the first house was on the market by subtracting the date listed from the date sold. Copy the formula to the range C6 up to C12. So basically we are supposed to calculate the number of days, and we can calculate this by subtracting the date listed from the date sold. So we will simply go to cell C5 and we are supposed to calculate the days on the market, and we can get this by subtracting the date listed from date sold. So type an equal sign and click on date sold, that is E5 minus date listed, and we will get the number of days. Now it is saying that copy the formula to the range C6 up to C12. We are simply supposed to copy this formula down to the range, and we will get the number of days for each property, and that is what required in step number 4. So we have completed 4 steps so far. I am showing you step by step so that you can complete this assignment on your own by watching this video. But if you want me to do this, I am available for you. So let's move to next step, that is step number 5 now. Step number 5 is monetary values look better when they are formatted to display the dollar sign, because all the monetary values are whole numbers. You will decrease the decimal point to avoid columns where all the data ends in 0.00. Format the list price and sold prices in the range F5 up to G12 with the counting number format with 0 decimal places. So basically we are supposed to format the list price and the sold prices with the counting number format and 0 decimal places. For this we will simply select the list price and the sold price column. So I will select those. You can see that I have selected the list price and sold price column. I will simply go to this number tab, click on this arrow, and we are supposed to use a counting number format, and the decimal places should be with 0 decimal places. So I will decrease the decimal places to 0. So I have decreased the decimal places to 0. You can see this one. And that is what required in step number 5. So we have completed 5 steps so far. And now we're going to do next step, that is step number 6. So I have shown you step by step how you can complete this assignment. So let's do step number 6 now. To analyze the real estate market, it is hopeful to calculate the selling prices as percentage of the list price. For example, the second house was listed for $500 and $250, but if sold for only $400, $125, Therefore, the sales percentage of the list price is 799 or 790.99%. Enter a formula in cell H5 that calculates the sales price percentage of the list price for the first house by dividing the sold price by the list price. So basically we are supposed to calculate the sales price percentage, and this sales price percentage we can get by dividing the sold price by the list price. So we will simply go to cell H5 and we are going to calculate the percentage of sales price. So we will simply divide the sold price, that is G5, by the list price, that is F5. So we will simply get a percentage of sales price that we got by dividing the sold price by the list price. And now we are supposed to copy this formula down to the column to get the other percentages. So simply use the fill handler to get the other percentages. So we have completed 6 steps so far, and now we're gonna do step number 7. So step number 7 is the calculated percentages need to be formatted with the percent symbol rather than displaying the values as a raw number. Format the values in the range H5 up to H12 with the percent style with 2 decimal places. Now we are supposed to display the percentages as a percent style, and the decimal places for the percentages should be 2 decimal places. So we will simply select these percentages that are given in column H from H5 up to H12. We are supposed to display this as the percent style, and you can see that this is the percent style. We will simply click on this one and you can see that these percentages are in percent style now, but it is saying that the decimal places for this percent style should be 2. So I will simply increase the decimal places. So you can see that we have the decimal percentages in the percent style with 2 decimal places. So next step is step number 8. So currently the labels on row 5 are hard to read. You will wrap the heading with the each cells to improve readability. Wrap the heading in the range A4 up to H4. So we are supposed to wrap the heading. So I will simply select this one. So it is saying that these are hard to read, so we are supposed to improve the readability, and to improve the readability we are supposed to use the wrap text. So we will simply select this one and you can see the wrap text is there. Just select the range and click this one. So you can see that text in column H in cell H4 is wrapped now. So now we're gonna do step number 9. For step number 9, it is saying that for better sequences of the column, you want to display the days on the market column after the two columns containing the dates. Insert a new column between the date sold and the list price columns. So this is the list price column and this is the date sold column. And we are supposed to insert a new column between these two columns. So I will simply insert a new column between these two columns, and you can see that we have a new column between date sold and list price column, this one. Now move the days on the market data to the new blank column F by moving the range C4 up to C12 to F4 F12 and delete the column C. So now we will move the data in column C to the data in column F. So we are supposed to move this to the column F. So I will simply select this and select cut. Now I will select this one, that is F4 up to F12, and simply click on paste option. So now you can see that we have moved the days on the market between date sold and the list price. So and we are supposed to delete this column C, that is the blank column. So that is what required in step number 9. Now we're going to do step number 10. So in step number 10, it is saying that you notice the list contains the wrong data, wrong date and wrong list price that need to be corrected. Added the list date of the 41 Circle House, this one. So we are supposed to added the list date, this one. So list date listed is this one. And we are supposed to make this 4/22/21. So we will make this 4/22/21. So we have changed the date listed for the Circle House. Now added the list price of the house on the drive. Let me look for this one. This one. So we are supposed to make the list price to 355,000. So we are supposed to make this 355,000. So we have made the changes according to step number 10. So we have completed 10 steps so far, and total steps in this assignment are 20. So I have shown you half of the assignments, and let me do step number 11 now. And for the remaining steps, I will just give you an overview so that you can complete those assignments on your own. So step number 11 is increasing the height of the rows of the data and centering the data vertically between the top and the bottom cell margin will make it easier for the other agent to review the data. Select the properties rows 5 to 12. So these are 5 to 12, these are the properties rows, and set a row height of 25 and apply middle align. So we will simply go to the format tab and we will click on the row height and we will make it 25 now. And it should be middle align. So it is center, it is middle align, make it middle align. So that is what required in step number 11. So I have shown you 11 steps so far, and for the remaining steps I am going to give you an overview. So let me show you the final version for this assignment so that you can match your assignment to mine. So this is the final version for this assignment. So this is the final version for this assignment, but if you want me to do this assignment for you, please contact me on WhatsApp, email or WeChat ID and I will do this assignment for you. You can ask me to do your complete course including Excel assignments, Word assignments, PowerPoint assignments or Access assignment. I request you to subscribe to my channel, like my video and comment to my video. And if you have any question, please leave a message on WhatsApp or email that is showing at the bottom of the screen. I will be doing your assignments and complete courses for reasonable prices and I will produce A grade for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video. Thank you so much again.